Hello children, welcome to the class once again. Let us let us start new lesson number 9, auxiliary verbs. Let us start the lesson. Look at the verbs in the following sentences. Tina had taken the shortcut, yet she was late. The little lost child was crying inconsolably. I was asked to submit my papers here. You must send me the essay today. Where do you study? In these sentences, look at these words: had, was, must, do. These words are auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs nothing but helping verbs. Now look at the function of the verb combination in each of the sentences. Verb combination function: had taken, to make the past perfect tense; was crying, to make the past continuous tense; was asked, to make the passive; must send, to express an obligation; do study, to make a question. So these are auxiliary verbs. In these sentences, the words had, was, must, and do are auxiliary and are helping verbs. As we see, these verbs have been used with finite verbs or main verbs to make tenses, passive forms, questions, and negatives. Auxiliary verbs have no meaning on their own. They are necessary because they help the main verb to form the grammatical structure of a sentence, but they do not tell us very much alone. So these are all called helping verbs. They come along with the main verbs to make the grammatical function full, like to make perfect tense, to make positive past continuous tense, to make passive, or to make questions. They help with the main verb. So they are called auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. Auxiliary verbs, however, have several very important functions. To form questions, auxiliary verbs change places with the subject to form questions. Examples: this is taking too long. Here, to make question, is this taking too long? Here the auxiliary verb is placed in front of the pronoun this, and it is used to ask questions. Is this taking too long? I can help you. And this auxiliary verb is placed in front of and used to make questions. Can I help you? I have had lunch. Have you had lunch? Here the auxiliary verbs used to make questions. To form short answers, auxiliary verbs help to form short responses. From such responses, the main verb is omitted and its meaning is implied. Can you help me clean this room? Yes, I can. So the remaining sentence not necessary, but the meaning is clear. Here the auxiliary verb can stands alone and gives the meaning: help you to clean the room. Will you be here on time? Yes, I will. Here also auxiliary verb stands alone to give short answer. To avoid repetition, we use auxiliary verbs to avoid repetition. Example: bring all that you can. If you haven't any idea about the theft, who has? Here we can say who has stolen it, or if you can bring. So that bring can be understood by you simply writing can. Here also who has stolen it. So the remaining sentences, rather words, not necessary. With this has, we can understand that the remaining meaning of the sentence. To form question tags, When we speak, we often use tags to check or reinforce information that we may or may not be sure about. Sometimes we just use them to make a point or to create a dramatic effect. This is a great book, isn't it? You can swim, can't you? They were tired, weren't you? So, auxiliary verbs are used to make question tags. These are question tags. Auxiliary verbs are used. Usually, a positive statement is followed by a negative question tag and a negative statement by a positive question tag. This you already know it. As we see, an auxiliary verb is used in every question tag. Auxiliary verb is always used, either be a negative question tag or positive question tag. Auxiliary verb will be there. When a statement does not have an auxiliary verb, we usually use auxiliary do in the question tag. You like sweets, don't you? They left early, didn't they? So here like is divided as do plus like. Here also left did plus leave, like that it is divided and auxiliary verb is formed. With this, let us try solving exercise 1. Identify the role of the auxiliary verbs in the following sentences. 1. We had a great time, didn't we? Here, what is the function of the auxiliary verb? It is used to make question tag. To make question tag. Like that. Number 2. Maya has shifted to Kolkata. So, what is the function of this auxiliary verb? To make present perfect. To make present perfect tense. 3. Did Pankaj really take a long time? Yes, he did. To avoid repetition. To avoid repetition. Like that, try doing the remaining exercise. Auxiliary verbs fall into 3 basic groups: primary or main auxiliary verbs, modals or modal auxiliary verbs, other auxiliary verbs with the characteristics of modals. Now let us see one by one. Primary auxiliary verbs. The primary auxiliary verbs are called so because they are the most useful in forming tenses, negatives and questions. These are forms of the verbs be, have and do. Remember, we can use these 3 verbs as main verbs too. So, the primary auxiliary verbs, be verbs, have and do, and these auxiliary verbs can also be used as main verbs sometimes. What is this be? Be is used with the ing forms of the main verbs to form continuous tenses. She is playing basketball in the garden. Present continuous tense. So is be verb. He was running after the thief. Past continuous tense. Here was is be verb, be auxiliary verb. The verb be plus past participle is used to form the passive. The shop was closed. Here it is past participle. Here auxiliary be verb is used to make past participle. The curtains are drawn at night. Are drawn, it is past participle to make passive. Are is used to make past to make passive before the past participle. That's about the be verb. Next is have. The auxiliary have can be used to form perfect tenses. Examples: she has never worked before. Has auxiliary verb before mother to make present perfect has never worked. Present perfect. They had lived in Delhi for a long time. Had lived. Past perfect. So to make past perfect, present perfect have is used. Next is do. The auxiliary do can be used to form negatives of the simple present and past tense form. He does not dance very well. She did not obey her mother. In these cases, do is used. Do is used to form questions in the simple present and past tense forms. To form the question form of a declarative sentence in the simple present or the simple past, we use forms of the verb do. Example, I want some tea. Do you want some tea? Here, want is divided like this. Do plus want. Then the do right in front. You want some tea. Do you want some tea? Like this, we make questions. Likewise, I like the party. Where did you like the party? Where did come from? This liked. We write like this, did plus like this we divide. Then write the question, did you like that party? So do auxiliary verbs is used to make questions. When we use question words to form questions in the simple present or past, the auxiliary do comes after the question word. The main verb comes after the subject and is always in its base form. Karan said he was well. What did Karan say? Here this is question word and this is do auxiliary verb past tense. So the do auxiliary verb comes after the question word. Nikhil keeps all his important papers in his desk. Where does Nikhil keep his important papers? Here does auxiliary verb comes after this question word where. Tenses, statement, questions. Simple present. I like chocolate. Question. Do you like chocolate? And where this do come from? We divide like this. Do plus like this we divide, then we write the question, do you like chocolate? Third person singular in the simple present. Navya likes chocolate. Same way we divide does plus like this we divide, then we form question, does Navya like chocolate? Simple past. Everybody liked the show. Same way. So it is past tense. So did plus like. Then from the question, did everybody like the show? So this is how we made the questions, dividing the main verb into auxiliary and main verb. Rather, the base form of the verb. These are base form. It is a main verb, and we divide auxiliary plus base form. Then only we can make for other form questions. Do is used to show emphasis. He does seem very tired. She did perform extremely well on the stage. Here does did shows emphasize. He does seem means looks very old. He did perform means yes compulsory. Be precise. We press and say. In that case, do auxiliary verb is used. Now let us see the exercise 2. Turn the following statements into questions using forms of the auxiliary verb do. Kavita danced beautifully. So how to make questions? So danced, divide into did plus dance. Like that you can divide. It is the main verb and it is the auxiliary verb and the base form of the verb. So how to make question? Did Kavita dance beautifully? Question mark. Like this we can make questions. Number 2, Veena works in a large organization. Same way. Works is the main verb. We can divide does plus the base form of the verb work. Then form the question. Does Veena work in a large organization? Question mark. Like that. Do the remaining. Next is question 3. Fill in the blanks using appropriate primary auxiliary form verbs. Mention what function each perform. Does she know how difficult that test is? So what will be the answer? Does. So what is the function? To form questions. 2. Dash you decided that you want to be a doctor? Then what will be the answer? Have. Have you decided? So what is the function? To make present whether to make questions. Like that try doing the remaining exercise. Next is modals or modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs also are helping verbs. They are used before main verbs to express a range of meanings such as ability, possibility, certainty, suggestion, permission, obligation, and so on. In almost all cases, the modal verb does not change according to the subject of the sentence. This means that the modal verb need not agree with the subject in number and person. Modal auxiliary verbs include the following: can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must. Let us see some examples. She can solve this problem. Present ability. So can is the auxiliary verb, modal auxiliary verb. I could play the piano, but now I have arthritis. Past ability. So can solve means at present she can do it. I could play means I used to play. I had ability in the past, but due to some problems now I can't. So in that case, could is used. Could is a modal auxiliary. May I watch the tennis match on television? So you are asking permission. So may auxiliary, modal auxiliary. Remember, may is rather formal. You might try solving this sum again. Suggestion. So when you give some suggestion, you use auxiliary, modal auxiliary. Auxiliary might. She must have reached home by now. Certainty. Must reach means it is confirm. So in that case, must modal auxiliary is used. Could you get me a glass of water? Could modal auxiliary. It is a request. You must fill out this form. It is necessity, obligation. We have to. We must to. So it is modal auxiliary must. When you give some obligations, some necessities, some command that you should do compulsorily, in that case we use modal auxiliary must. With this, let us do the exercise 4. Exercise 4. Form negatives and interrogatives from the following sentences. Frame a short answer for each question you have formed. Number 1. We shall go trekking. So first we shall make negatives. We shall not go trekking. We shall not go trekking. That is a negative form. Now to make interrogative, shall we go trekking? Shall we go for or shall we go for trekking? Also we have to give a short answer. Yes, we shall. Like this you can write. With this, try doing the remaining exercise. Next is other auxiliary verbs with the characteristics of modals. Look at these sentences. I will be able to finish this today. Karan had to prepare for his test. We needn't leave so early. Everybody ought to follow rules. Don't you dare step out of the house. In these sentences, the italized words are modal in meaning, but they do not always behave like modals. Such phrases are called semi-modals. Some of these are be about to, be able to, be likely to, had better, have to, ought to, used to, need to, dare, and would rather. See, notes, need and dare are used as primary modals as well. So, these are the semi-modals. We see that semi-auxiliaries are made up of two or more separate words followed by a to infinitive or a bare infinitive. Sheila is likely to stay with her mother. Rashi won't dare disobey me. Here, semi-auxiliaries are made of two or more. Is likely to. See? Rashi wouldn't dare disobey. These are all combination of words to make semi-auxiliaries. Unlike modals, these often change their form according to the subject and may have a full range of tenses. They can also be combined with other auxiliary verbs. Examples: we were able to get in to see the film, expressing ability but changing with the tense. We were able to get. He has to take responsibility for what he has done, expressing necessity and change according to the subject. Has to, it means must. Necessity. We will have to come back tomorrow. Here also express necessity but taking modal verb before it. Will have to. To form the negative, not is attached to the auxiliary verb that comes after the subject and not to the semi-modal phrase. We weren't able to get the tickets for the trip. You don't have to wait for me. So here it is to form negative. Next, to form questions, the auxiliary verb that comes just after the subject is reversed and not the semi-modal. Weren't you able to get the tickets for the trip? Do you have to wait for me? So, to form question, the auxiliary verbs that come just before the subject and reverse, not the semi-modal. Now with this, let us solve this exercise 5. In the following sentences, fill in the blanks with appropriate semi-modals from the box given below. There dash be a law against people who spit on the road. Answer: ought to be a law. Ought to means it is necessary. Dash have faith in herself. So answer will be she has to. So you will be having a doubt why has to, not have to. So here it is the first person singular, here third person. So this have auxiliary verb changes into has to because it is third person singular. Dash wait here than get wet in the rain. Would rather, I would rather wait here than get wet in the rain. Like that, try doing the remaining exercise. So with this our lesson gets over, and for you to check your answers, you will be given the key answers afterwards. Try completing the exercises fast. Thank you.